Did you see the announcement for Salesforce's Marketing Cloud next? And if your answer to that is, no, I already have Marketing Cloud, I really don't care. Well, did you know that there are 4 versions of Marketing Cloud available today? And that's not including the new one. Yeah, 4 of them. Is the one you have the right one? And what's so special about the new one anyway? Well, today in this video, we're going to look to help explain all these versions, why you should and shouldn't buy them, and hopefully after this video, you'll be a bit more informed for your next conversation with your Salesforce AE. Let's get into it. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Welcome to our channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Graham Bischoff, and I'm a local Salesforce expert around these parts. I've been in the ecosystem quite a while and have run into each and every version of Marketing Cloud that we're going to discuss today. We'll cover quite a few and in the order of their Salesforce debuts. We'll cover Marketing Cloud Engagement, Marketing Cloud Account Engagement, oddly those two aren't related, Marketing Cloud Growth, Marketing Cloud Advanced, and finally Marketing Cloud Next. Try saying all that 5 times fast. All right, let's start off with Marketing Cloud Account Engagement. And yes, that's quite a mouthful, but you've probably heard it before from its more common name, Pardot. Yes, that's right. Pardot, still alive.
Lies! Lies! Do you hear me?
And some of you might be thinking, didn't they end of life Pardot? And look, I get it. Sometimes we have to mourn those that have come to the end of their career. Like when we learned recently about the demise of the great Dick Van Dyke, R.I.P. Except he's not dead and still like 100 years old. And not only that, I'm pretty sure he's going to live forever. He lived through a car accident in '97 in just 2023, a couple years ago. Then he lived through the Malibu fires that like burned everything. I've heard of deals with the devil, but this is pretty crazy. All that to say, Pardot wasn't killed against some better judgment. So it still exists. And right now, let's talk about why you would get that version of Marketing Cloud. It's really meant for B2B marketing. Mostly, it's all about emails and forms. So if you want to do an email campaign and you have some website forms that you want those offers to be clicked through, Pardot or Marketing Cloud Account Engagement is exactly what you should be using. It's very simple, robust, has a basic feature set, integrates well. Well, it integrates with Salesforce. We won't say it integrates well with the Salesforce platform. It is not platform though. So that is a key distinction in one of the cons of Pardot or Marketing Cloud Account Engagement, as we should call it. It is its own separate thing. It needs to sync with Salesforce. It's just almost like any other external marketing system that you might have outside of the Salesforce family. And because of that, there are some very interesting specifics around that. But what you should know is like, if you're looking for a Salesforce marketing system to just simply send emails and forms, you're probably going to end up with Marketing Cloud Account Engagement. But stick around for some of the other ones because there's some new features and other things for B2B. But for this one specifically, that's where that one's at. So if you have it, great. If you're doing B2B, email and forms. Our next Marketing Cloud is Marketing Cloud Engagement, which is not just a smaller version of Marketing Cloud Account Engagement, which would make like logical sense. Something the team over at Salesforce that names things seems not to have. But ultimately, this is just ExactTarget rebranded post-acquisition into Salesforce. And if you're saying, hey, I've heard that name before, great. It means you're watching my videos, hopefully. Just know that this is mainly a good B2C platform for stalking customers across social media. It's the kind of like the One Ring. It makes those who use it invisible so they don't know that you're stalking them. It's got this weird big eye, always tries to meddle in your affairs. And ultimately, the best thing to do is destroy it before it makes you into a creature of despair. Yeah, that's how every admin looks just after a few months of administration. Yeah. Look, I'm not going to hide the fact that I hate this cloud. It isn't on the Salesforce platform. It's hard and quite frankly painful to use. And it's one of the most loathed marketing systems for me. Well, except for the fact that they will pay you ungodly sums of money to administer it. But other than that, this is a cloud to get if you're in an industry like commerce, or anything that sells a lot of stuff to consumers, or has, like kind of like a manufactured device. Or if you just want to be really creepy towards your customers, whatever floats your boat. But we're not going to dive too deep into this cloud. Just know that like people have tried to use it for B2B experiences. It does not go well. But enough about that one. Let's move on to the next one. All right. And now we get to Marketing Cloud growth. And I'm really excited about this one. Not because of Marketing Cloud growth in particular, but this is the first time Salesforce has launched an on-platform marketing suite. Yes, finally. I won't get too much into this one. It's for particularly small businesses, so there are a lot of limiting factors, and pretty much every feature that we talk about is going to be in the next one, which is Marketing Growth Advanced. So we're not going to go over a lot of the highlights of this one, but if you're, a small and or smaller mid-sized company, you might want to get this. Like if your marketing department isn't huge, you just have some basic email and forms and those types of activities or SMS to go over with folks, then like this is a great starting platform for that. One of the big things you want to be careful about is like if you do plan on expanding to a larger organization or you see a lot of growth in your future, you will have to migrate from this one to one of the other ones that better suit you. So just be cautious with that. Like if you've been a small business for a while, you don't see your marketing, efforts significantly increasing over the next, few years, then totally go with this one. It's a great tool for people who just need a very simple tool to get the job done. Highly recommend in that instance. But otherwise, like the best feature is like get rid of Marketing Cloud account engagement here and like just go with this Pardot replacement if you have smaller needs. It's an on-platform, just go with it. The only downside, you're going to see this through all the next versions, is they're heavily trying to sell it with Data Cloud. And you got to implement Data Cloud for some of these. And that can be a blocker. Luckily, like it is not required for growth, as far as I know. Some of those versions are, but for now, it's a good option compared to marketing account engagement. But let's talk about its big brother in the next segment. Finally, we get to something in Salesforce that they made that's probably not completely horrible. And that is Marketing Cloud Advanced. And this is just the big brother to growth. A lot of the feature sets are going to be the same. This one's a little bit more advanced in terms of its feature set, but really this is going to be like the B2B replacement for Pardot or Marketing Cloud account engagement. And also, like, if you are doing an ABM strategy, which is account-based marketing, that is probably going to work here, just because it has that seamless platform underlying pin of like all your Sales Cloud information when it comes to accounts, opportunities, and contacts.
Does that mean anything? Are those real words?
Okay, so maybe that was a little dense, but overall, just know that it's more of a traditional B2B email system. Now, this has some really good stuff in it, so I don't want to gloss over that. Like, it does do SMS in it, has a little bit of social integration, or at least it's supposed to be coming out with some of that stuff. And also, like, generally, it has some AI features. So it does have an Agentforce integration. You have to use Data Cloud for that. It's a little bit complicated, but it does have the ability to like create campaigns for you and set it up so that you do some basic attribution and analytics and reporting, and like all of that stuff is supposed to be in there and really good. The hard part is, well, we don't really know if all that stuff works yet. Mostly because like it's only been out for a year, so we have to get past the stage where everyone who's currently on those other engagement Marketing Cloud instances has bought this, migrated, and used it for a little while. And so we just don't have a lot of data about how good that is. And that's one of the big cons here. It's like, it's new, it's brand new. Salesforce said it can do a lot, but we don't really know yet if it has. But if you're looking for a new system, a new marketing tool within Salesforce, this is definitely the way to go. Because the migration is probably a bit rough if you're working at some larger organizations right now. But a new implementation wouldn't be so bad. especially if you're moving off something as horrendous as like Pardot. All right, so all that being said, there are some good feature sets in here. Again, it's still strong B2B. If you're looking at like an account-based structure, it would work well, although it's not specifically built for that. All right, now we're on to the next. And so now we're on to the next thing, or Marketing Cloud Next, which was just announced and it's supposed to be released really soon. Could be out by the time this video airs, but we actually don't know all that it entails. We have a lot of what Salesforce is telling us it entails, which is like hugely Agentforce specific and AI specific. So they're really drilling down on this one. And like Data Cloud is like mandatory here. So while it is on platform, all of its databases are going to be like Data Cloud oriented. So the hard part with this one, and this is kind of goes for growth and advance as well, is like you have to implement and learn Data Cloud to be able to use these marketing platforms. Yeah, it's kind of cringe and that kind of sucks, but they're doing that so that they can give you all of the AI features that you want. Like this one has all the stalker features that like engagement has. It has a lot of the features to like that growth and advanced have about putting campaigns together, automating a lot of things, putting templates together to send stuff out. Like it is trying to be very creative in the way that it allows marketing departments to iterate like very quickly over campaigns and send out new offers and new initiatives really, really quickly. And I think that's actually the best part of where AI and marketing are going, right? Like you can have vast experimentation very quickly and do that in a way that is trackable, engageable, like tracks engagement, understands like how successful each one of these things. Because in the marketing of today, like getting through AI slop, finding that ability to like, you know, go viral in a world where like everything is everywhere all the time, it's going to be interesting. And experimentation is going to be key. And I think that's the key underpinning of Next, is it's trying to show that like, hey, you're going to be able to fight in that AI battle by going through this. It's just going to take a lot, especially if you're migrating from another system. Like that migration is going to be tough because you basically have to rebuild everything with like AI in mind, and you have to build it all on Data Cloud. But it's the most robust feature set that Salesforce has ever have, and it's platform specific. So it's going to work without having to like integrate externally with a lot of the other clouds that you already have. So it's the best setup we got, and we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to when we actually get like a launch and release notes and we can play around with it. But until then, those are all the systems. So thanks for watching today. I hope this was really helpful to break down what all of those are. I hope in like conversations that you're going to have with your Salesforce AEs, this brought a little bit of perspective. You can kind of understand where this might fit in your business type and the things that you need. And that's what we really try to provide on the channel here. It's just a good overview of those products to be helpful to you guys. So, you know, if you want to hear more of this, you know, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. But also, we really love to hear from you. So please, as I always say at the end of every one of these, put what you think in comments. Whether it's a topic we didn't go over deeply enough today, or whether it's something you thought we should cover that we didn't, or something you want to hear in the future, like let us know. We love to comment back at everyone who puts comments in these videos, and we love to hear from our audience. So that's it for me today. I'll see you next time.